every project that we work on, we're demolishing an old structure that has meaning to a lot of people locally. So we usually hear a lot of those stories, and we're willing to listen to them because it means a lot to the people that, who've lived here and have kind of grown up with these structures. So we know that it's important to those people, and it's important for us to listen and kind of learn a little bit about the structure and its history before we take it down. Honestly, from the time we met with UVA on November 15th, we had a full year to get it done, get it completed, get the grass growing, and everything done in a full year. So that's been the plan from day one. It was maybe a daunting task, but every job that we get feels daunting at first. This is a design build project, so we had to implement some designers, get them on staff. Part of the demolition that we needed to do requires us to abate some of the asbestos that was laden pretty heavily on some of the interior of the building. We had some utility relocation to perform on the hot and chilled water lines, some termination work, and we've got controlled demolition to implode the building. As you see there, we've got some excavators working right now, and they just don't have the capability to reach to the heights that we needed to bring the building down. That date's set for May 25th, so we're working pretty heartily to get the structure prepared for implosion. And that's kind of the big day. That's the milestone. The largest structure on the site here is down, pretty much. I mean, we've got more work to do after that, but that's kind of the milestone to us and has been from the beginning, really. We're a demolition company, and we level old structures so that there can be a rebirth from that to new structures and new communities and just new efforts.
So if you're a Cavalier fan paying attention to what's going on in Virginia Athletics, you've seen all the demolition of Honesty Hall, the Cage, and now University Hall. And what you may not know is there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes on the fundraising front to make sure that we are staying on target on this massive project to complete a $180 million master plan. So obviously a $180 million campaign is a massive project. It's our largest we've ever attempted. It's bigger than the John Paul Jones Arena project. This project and this campaign was launched in late September of 2018, and since that time we've been hard at work at the fundraising. And so far we have $20 million in total commitments, 4 commitments of $1 million or more, and about $5 million in cash received. It was kicked off with the Match the Mendenhall's effort, which was trying to match Bronco and Holly Mendenhall's $500,000 commitment, and we did that with almost 500 donors and did raise a little over $650,000 to match that effort. With a campaign of $180 million, we've tried to break it down into more manageable components and really breaking it down into 2 phases, which require certain fundraising milestones along the way. The first phase will be the grass practice fields for the football program, some of the site grading, and the promenade around the complex. We've already begun the design of this phase, and in order to move into construction, we need the campaign to reach $25 million in total commitments by February of 2020. Phase 2 of this project is to design the buildings on the site, which are the Football Operations Center and the Olympic Sports Center. In order to have all the design and construction documents ready to move into construction, our campaign needs to be at $37 million in total commitments by September of 2020. After we complete the design of Phase 2, we want to be in position to begin construction on the entire project by April of 2021. This will require us to complete all of the fundraising, and we need all Cavaliers' help around the country. As of today, we have $96 million in outstanding proposals, and we hope to get those gifts closed as soon as possible, moving our fundraising totals closer to the $180 million mark. Here we go.